Hey guys, today's video was shot on my day off of work. I don't normally set my alarm on those days, just get up whenever I feel like getting up. And that day I got up just around 8 o'clock, and that's pretty normal for me. I don't sleep much longer than 8 o'clock, 8:30. I always start off with a liter of water to start the day off right. And instead of coffee, I've been drinking more tea, and I love chai tea. I like the spiciness of it. And I just added some Califia almond milk creamer. It is the best vegan creamer I've ever had. And I had a spray of B12 also in the morning. And I just sipped on my tea and watched some TV. Right now I'm loving the Golden Girls because they're just too funny. If you would love it. For breakfast, I blended up frozen bananas, I think about 3, and just a handful of frozen mango in the Vitamix. I put some coconut sugar, some hemp seed, and buckwheat groats on top. And I also added a few dates also. I can't remember what kind of dates they are. They're not medjool dates, but they're pretty small and they're really sweet. And it is so good, guys. You really need to try banana mango nice cream. It's basically ice cream for breakfast. It's so refreshing and it tastes so good. Shortly after I ate my breakfast, I got ready for the longest bike ride I've done on my new bike yet. And these are just little Snapchats from the bike ride. Add me B8 star with 2 R's. It was a really nice day. It was pretty hot, but there were enough clouds in the sky that there was occasional shade while I was biking. Unfortunately, my back and my knees were hurting during the bike ride, so I had to turn around a lot closer than I was expecting. But I was able to finish 35.72 miles, and it took me 2 hours and 34 minutes. My maximum speed was 34 miles an hour, which I felt like was really, really fast. But my average speed was just about 14 miles an hour. After I got back home and cooled off a bit, I got in my garden, picked some weeds, and I also got some radishes, kale, and lettuce. I'm just so thankful I live in the country and I can have my own big garden. Shortly after I was in my garden, I got in a pool, tried to cool off a little more from that bike ride. I was pretty tired and sore. Nothing strenuous. I wasn't trying to get another workout in. I was just swimming around to cool off after the long bike ride. For lunch, I had some rice and I put it on top of lettuce and kale with onion, tomato, some celery, beans, and I topped it off with some mustard and sriracha because, guys, sriracha is life. It's really good. And I just squeezed some lime on top. And of course I had a lot more rice than what was in that bowl. Stay carved. I was really hungry during the afternoon, I'm guessing from the long bike ride, so I just snacked on these chocolate date squares, seeds, dates, cacao. They're really good. And I just kept drinking water through the day. I actually had a pretty big headache, so I stayed hydrated. I made an iced chai. I just brewed 3 bags of chai tea for about 2 cups of water, and I added that to ice, and then I put in some Califia creamer, almond milk creamer, because that's just the best creamer there ever is, and it was just so pretty. this was pretty good. It was a little watered down, so if I did it again, I would probably just add 1 to 2 more tea bags to that brew. But if you like chai tea, you should definitely try to make your own iced chai at home, because most packages contain honey, which is not vegan, guys. And I just practiced my flute a little bit. Before dinner, I had 5 or 6 medjool dates, and I had a stir fry for dinner, and I had these green tea noodles in the stir fry, and I just used a frozen mix of vegetables, and I put it on top of kale and greens, and of course I topped that with some mustard and sriracha again, guys. So good.